Moving forward, to support this farm, we are also planning to build a new feed mill. So that new feed mill is going to be in Bidor.
Now, you've mentioned a progressive construction of 25 new chicken coops.
If everything goes smooth within these 5 years, we are expecting to double our capacity because this farm will supply us another 1.5 million eggs per day. If there are clients, they might need their private labels to be done. Of course, we can do it. We can do our best to cater.
How does Hock Soon insulate its margins from these external shocks or headwinds?
We produce our own in-house feed so we can control the cost and uptill the sales and distribution of our egg products.
But your profit growth is also significantly higher. So does this imply that the company has moved towards higher margin premium products?
From 2022, we have about, on average, about 1 million eggs per day. And up till now, we have about 1.4 million eggs per day already. So it's very close to our current full capacity of the Bidor farm.
A very good day. Welcome to Klever Stock. My name is Wan Izul and we have ourselves a very special guest in-house today for a very special corporate feature interview. In the house, we have Mr. Alex Ong Kiat Ho. He is the Executive Director from Hock Soon Capital Berhad. Now, they're going to be the first main market listing for the year 2026, and that is coming up soon. Right now, let us get straight to the questions. My first question will be with regards to your strategic growth and expansion. Now, the Teluk Intan expansion, it's a centerpiece for this IPO that you guys are going for. Why was this specific location chosen, and how does it strategically complement your existing operations in Bidor?
A little bit about ourselves is that our current farm is actually situated in Bidor. So why do we choose this Teluk Intan as our next project? Is because it's only 15 minutes away. So it's a very close proximity to our current farm. So in a way, we can complement our operation efficiencies to the Teluk Intan land. And then moving forward, to support this farm, we are also planning to build a new feed mill. So that new feed mill is going to be in Bidor. So with that also, I think the close proximity, this is why we chose Teluk Intan as our next project.
Everything very close, very efficient for you guys. Now, you've mentioned a progressive construction of 25 new chicken coops. What is the estimated timeline of the construction for these to be fully operational? And how much will this specifically increase your daily egg production from the current 1.48 million that you currently have now?
This new project of these 25 chicken coops is going to be done within a time span of 5 years post-listing. So with all this in place, of course without any prevailing market conditions, if everything goes smooth within these 5 years, we are expecting to double our capacity because this farm will supply us another 1.5 million eggs per day.
So another 1.5 million eggs per day. That will bring the total to nearly
double 3 million.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a lot to look forward to. All right. So my next question with regards to your strategic growth is, with the new farm now going to be built in Teluk Intan, is Hock Soon looking to diversify your product range? You know, will the focus remain strictly on your brand Qplus? That's the house brand for you, or was it going to be, you know, private label table eggs?
Well, I mean, post-listing, of course, what we would do is to, of course, focus on our own house brand because that's for the brand exposure and, of course, our brand image. But notwithstanding, if there are clients, they might need their private labels to be done. Of course, we can do it. We can do our best to cater.
All right, now we're going to be continuing on to your financial performance as well as the resilience that you guys have in the market right now. My question now, the company maintains a healthy average net margin of around 20.4%. Now, in an industry that's often affected by fluctuating feed prices as well as, you know, global supply chain issues, you know, the world has been going crazy lately. How does Hock Soon insulate its margins from these external shocks or headwinds?
I think it's because of our competitive advantage, whereas we have a very hands-on management, we are very hands-on on the farm operations, and also the other thing that I think is of our integrated business operations. Our model is where we produce our own in-house feed so we can control the cost and uptill the sales and distribution of our egg products. So in that sense, I think this is our competitive advantage compared to our peers.
Very hands-on, in-house feed. This is something that not other competitors use. Fantastic. So my next question with regard to your revenue growth, about 12.8%, that's pretty steady, okay? But your profit growth is also significantly higher. So does this imply that the company has moved towards higher margin premium products, or is it just a result of maybe massive operational efficiencies?
I think this is due to our operational efficiencies because throughout the years we have been also improving ourselves. That's one thing. And the other thing also is a progressive increase in our egg production throughout the last few financial years. From 2022, we have about, on average, about 1 million eggs per day. And up till now, we have about 1.4 million eggs per day already. So it's very close to our current full capacity of the Bidor farm.
Okay, now talking about your marketing position as well as branding, can you elaborate a little bit on the market share of Qplus, specifically the Qplus brand? Do you see the brand expanding into international markets, or is the immediate focus on capturing more of the Malaysian wholesale and retail sectors?
With the food security concerns in Malaysia, of course, I think our projection is to focus on fulfilling the local demands, but also notwithstanding if there's opportunity to go overseas. Of course, which we are trying right now. We are planning to export into Singapore. We have already done the audit process, surveillance process, so we are just pending the approval just to export to Singapore. Of course, that will just be a small portion of our production. But of course, the main focus will be to preempt the food security concerns in Malaysia.
Fantastic. To the future, going to our neighbors. All right. My next question. Hock Soon, of course, they also provide private label packing for other customers. How do you balance that, the growth of your own Qplus brand, without, of course, creating conflict of interest with your private label clients?
Okay, I think of course the focus on our home brand Qplus is very important. But of course, when there's a demand from our customers, clients, saying that they want to do their own private label, we are open to opportunities, of course.
All right. Now we're going to get to the most important part, your IPO. This is the one that most people are going to be looking forward to. Can you walk us through your structure, the structure of the IPO, particularly the balance between the new shares and the offer for sales shares?
So a total of the spread will be 20% of it will be a public issue, which is about 100 million shares. And our offer for sale will be another 10%, which is 50 million shares. So a total of about 30% of shares for the public.
All right. So how will the proceeds from the public issue be allocated, and which areas will see the most immediate impact?
All our IPO proceeds will be used to fund the Teluk Intan farm. So which is about an estimation of about 53 million. All of it will be used to partially fund the project because the estimated cost to build up the whole farm will be about 90 to 100 million.
Each system spans approximately 18,000 square feet and houses up to 90,000 laying hens, all monitored in real time to ensure optimal growth conditions and production efficiency.
So most of the funds definitely going to the Teluk Intan project.
Yes.
Okay, so I did mention this earlier. Hock Soon, of course, they're set to be the first main market listing on Bursa Malaysia for this year, 2026. How significant is this milestone for the company?
So of course, we are glad to be the first main market listing for the year of 2026. And I think it's a very big milestone for us. Of course, I have to be very proud of the team behind Hock Soon to be where we are today, and of course our valued business partners and investors. Yeah.
Now, beyond of course, the capital injection, the money going into the Teluk Intan farm, what are the intangible benefits that you foresee or expect the company to gain from being listed on Bursa Malaysia?
So of course, being a public entity, I think we have a better recognition. People will know better about us. Of course, another thing is that we can recruit more talents to join the team. So we have a more active management team, So I think it's a very good, significant milestone for us to list the company.
Fantastic. Okay, so my final few questions will be towards the future outlook for Hock Soon. Now, you did mention about food security in Malaysia, My question is, when it comes to food security, it's a major talking point, especially here in Malaysia. Now, how does Hock Soon see its role in the national food security landscape over the next maybe 5 years?
So over the next 5 years, like what I say, the Teluk Intan farm project will double up our production, so which is aligned with the government's intention to, of course, improve the food security in the nation. Yeah. So moving forward, I hope to, of course, contribute to the nation to produce more and sufficient food for the nation. Yeah.
Any government backing that you guys are getting from the government with regards to this food security?
At the moment, no. But during the pandemic era, there was a government subsidy that went on eggs because when there was a control price, government's intention was to give affordable eggs to the consumers. So in the way, government gave us a subsidy just to cushion the cost and the margin for us.
All right.
Yep.
My final question would be regarding how the company, how does the company ensure supply stability as well as quality assurance in a very, highly regulated food production industry? What are the key challenges that, you foresee as operations scale further post listing? You guys have 1.4 million right now. You're going to be doubling that. That's going to be a lot of eggs that you need to, of course, produce, and there's going to be challenges, of course, when it comes to operations at a large scale capacity. What are you going to do about that?
But of course, I think one of the strengths of Hock Soon is also that we have the expertise in this industry. We are already in the industry for over 40 years, and with that, I think we have a very hands-on management to also look out for the business and our expansion. So moving forward, we are also looking to constantly improve ourselves, and that's one challenge that I see that we have to take up. Because whenever there's an advancement, we should be always ready to explore and look out for all these opportunities.
Eggs, they're a staple in every Malaysian's lives. What's your favorite kind of egg?
Half boil in the morning.
You're my kind of man. Love a half-boiled egg, especially with some toast in the morning.
Yep.
Oh, making me hungry now. All right, thank you so much. Any last words for your investors, for your shareholders that you'd like to portray or that you'd like to say now that you've launched your IPO prospectus? Tell us, what would you like to say to them?
So of course, IPO is just a head start for us. We are emerging poultry company, and of course with the next plan moving forward, which is another 1.5 million eggs per day, I think we are going to be a major contribution to the food security in Malaysia.
Fantastic. You heard it from Mr. Alex Ong Kiat Ho. First, they're going to be there with 3 million eggs soon from the Teluk Intan capital injection, as well as the new farm coming in. And we hope for the best for your upcoming main market listing.
Thank you.
They're going to be listing in February 2026. Keep your eye out for that. And until then, keep watching Klever Stock, your trusted source of finance news. That's me, Wan Izul Islam, and we'll see you soon in the next interview.
Thank you.
Scan now and download Klever Stock, your trusted source for market insights.